I think I spend more time messing with variants now in Figma than I do actually designing. But anyways, somebody posted on LinkedIn about variants and I commented how powerful they are, and I told them I was gonna show them how I used them. Well, here it is. This is variants and how I use them in Figma. I'm not going to explain exactly how to build variants because there's better videos out there. The one on Figma's channel is the one I used, and there's another one I used for toggling icons within like a nav bar. I don't know that one off the top of my head, but I'll try and post the link to it on LinkedIn. And the video, I'll just have it up on YouTube, and then I'll post links in the comments. So I have component sets of variants of all the different icons that I use in a nav bar, and let me just show you real quick how the nav bar functions in Prototype so you can kind of get a feel for basically what you can do with this. This is the prototype running, and if you notice there's different icons, and how I wanted it to work was when you click one icon it automatically turns off the other one. And you might think, oh, that's nothing special, you just build pages for it. And then there's light mode and dark mode, and then each one works as well. Okay, so that's the prototype. Real quick, let me just close out of this. So if we go to the icon, instead of having to change the icon to different colors, every time I pull it on page out of my assets, I can just change the state of it. So this is inactive, this is active, and then if we're in dark mode, so this is inactive in dark mode, and then this would be active in dark mode. And you can see here, inactive light mode, inactive dark mode, active light mode, and active dark mode. Okay, so that's how all these work. And then again, when I'm quickly designing and I just pull out on the page, instead of going to the color here and selecting, making sure I got the right one, oh, I don't know if I have the right one or not. It's just real easy. I can just pull it off of here. All right, I need this to be active on light mode. And another cool benefit of variants is when you have multiple icons, okay, I can just quickly select the different one I need. So let's say I'm not on the home page, I can just go to Live Tracker because I'm on the Live Tracker page, and then again, turn it on and off. All right, so that's the icons. And then so how I built the nav bar, yeah, you could build it with however many different nav bar states you're gonna have, but I only had to do it with one. For each different state where the different icon is active, I had to build a separate nav bar for that, so that when you actually pull that one component out of the assets, okay, it's all there. And there was two different versions I made. This is the old one, and it didn't have toggle switches for the different icons. You just had to select it manually through the list. And I thought, this kind of gets complex, because what if I had even more icons? I would have to sit here and fish through it, which is, I mean, it's not too bad, but I wanted to make toggle switches for that as well. So here is the new one, and if you look at this one, ooh, look at this. I have toggle switches for each icon, and if I turn on one, it's automatically gonna turn off the other ones. And then again, I have dark mode enabled as well for that. So this is pretty slick. So if I turn off this one or turn on this one, it automatically turns off the other one, turn on this one, turn on this one, and then dark mode just seamlessly works with it. And if you're curious how I did this, complex naming system. So this is the component set, and the way you get those toggle switches working is by how you name your properties. So for this first nav bar, I had to have, well, for this component set, you have to have a property for each icon that you have available. So this is home, stats, teams, schedule, live tracker, drills, user, dark mode on or off, and then settings. So for each of those, I had to have a property, and then I gave each one a Boolean value, so true or false. That's how you get the toggle switches. You can't have active or inactive. Figma doesn't recognize that, and instead of having a toggle switch, it would just give you a pull down like this has, and it would give you active or inactive. But since I renamed it true and false, when you actually pull out the component is when you see the toggle switches. So hopefully I haven't lost you by now, but the way it works is the naming system. So if I look at this one and then you look at the name of it, you can see that you have property equals true or false, next property equals true or false, and then so forth. And if you watch the Figma video, you're gonna have to watch it a couple times, at least I did. That'll give you an idea of the naming convention and how it translates into the toggle switches. So yeah, that's how I used variants in a prototype I'm working on within Figma. I think it's pretty cool. Definitely speeds up my workflow, because now when I'm building pages, I no longer have to worry about the nav bar. It's consistent no matter what, because I'm always pulling it out of my assets, and it's always gonna be however this is set up. So any changes I make here, it's gonna be a change made across the entire app. So yeah, that's the power of variants in Figma. All right, thanks for watching.